We're going to explain how to find the host address for your Postgres database. There are several ways to do this, depending on how your database is set up and what information you already have. 1. Check your write single quote postgresql.conf write single quote file. This is the primary configuration file for your Postgres installation. The location varies slightly depending on your operating system and how you installed Postgres. Common locations include write single quote / etc / postgresql / version / main / postgresql.conf write single quote Linux or C program files postgresql version data postgresql.conf Windows. Within this file, look for the listen_addresses parameter. The value assigned to this parameter indicates the IP addresses Postgres is listening on. If it's set to N, Postgres listens on all available interfaces. If it's a specific IP address, that's your host address. 2. Examine your write single quote pg_hba.conf write single quote file. This file controls client authentication. It might indirectly reveal the host. While it doesn't directly state the host address like write single quote postgresql.conf write single quote comma. The settings in this file often specify client IP addresses or ranges from which connections are allowed. If you see specific IP addresses, those could be relevant hosts. The file location is similar to write single quote postgresql.conf. 3. Use the ps command, Linux, Mac OS. On Linux or Mac OS systems, use the psaux vertical bar grep Postgres command in your terminal. This will list all running Postgres processes. Examine the command line arguments of the Postgres processes. You might find the host address mentioned as a connection parameter. Look for arguments like ASIE, hhost_address, or similar options. 4. Check your database connection string. If you're connecting to the database using a connection string, often in your application's configuration files, the host address will be explicitly stated within that string. This is frequently specified as a parameter using the syntax host =host_address. For example, a connection string might look like Postgres, user password host address, port database name. 5. Use a database management tool. GUI tools like pgadmin often display the connection details including the host address when you connect to a database server. Check the server connection information within the tool. 6. Ask your system administrator. If you're not managing the database yourself, the best and quickest way might be to ask the person responsible for the database server. They should have this information readily available. Remember to replace version with your actual Postgres version number. The exact paths and commands might need minor adjustments depending on your specific setup. If you're uncertain about the location of these files, searching your operating system using the file name is a good approach. It is crucial to have the correct host address for successfully connecting to your Postgres database.